Australia have won both their games. Hoggy, it's not as hot as yesterday. Is Australia going to turn up the heat now? Come their chase.
Well, I hope so, but Pratish, I was very impressed with him yesterday. The 2 overs that he bowled against England were sensational. They were right on the money. If he gets the ball to swing, I can see a couple of early wickets here to Australia and Nepal putting them on the back foot. But I still think they're 9 runs short of par score here to really put Australia under the pump.
It'll be Pratish who will start the bowling for Nepal. 13 T20s in the past. Got a decent strike rate. And it's Wood to take strike. There's the first ball. For a second. You have to run. Single to start off proceedings.
What you can expect from Nepal is some very good fielding. They were outstanding in the field yesterday, and they put everything into what they do in the field. Some good catches are required if they're going to defend this total.
All right. The good length area, and that's just a single. This is a quiet start, Hoggy. Singles, no boundaries, no sixes yet.
It's only 2 balls, but it's a nervous start for Australia. One thing Nepal and India do is play a lot of hard tennis ball cricket, which would be very similar to sixes in some regions.
Oh, it's up in the air. Is it a fielder? Yes. Gets the fielder, and that's Heaslett. That's a wicket in the very first over. It sets Australia back.
And that hardball tennis would help with their fielding, and also changes in the way that they bowl with the deliveries that they are going to challenge Australia with. And Pratish, again, just sensational lengths, getting the ball to move away slightly. And Heaslett just trying to overhit it.
Left hand over, 3 balls left.
The big man, the captain, is at the crease. That goes to the fielder once again. Wealth of experience for Dan Christian. He's already got a 50. But take a look at what they have to chase. They've already lost a wicket. There's a huge responsibility on the man.
Mate, this is a massive wicket. Heaslett was so good yesterday. High ball, didn't get it anywhere near the middle of the bat. And that is a big wicket for Nepal.
Brilliant over until now. That's going to be another single. And 4 on the board for Australia. And take a look at that experience that we were talking about, Dan Christian. He's won 9 domestic T20 titles. He's played for pretty much all the teams there, hasn't he? Brisbane, Melbourne.
Played for everyone, old Dan Christian.
And that goes out of the park. The first 6. And it's Dan Christian easing the pressure of Australia. It's 10 for 1 at the end of the first over.
go. That's off top.
Narayan Joshi with the second over. Two back-to-back sixes for the Aussies. 16 for one, and we go to the dugout where Nashi's got a very special guest alongside her.
Oh yeah, I have a very special guest here, sir, and I've got Indian player Kedar Jadhav here with me today for a quick chat. Now, Kedar, how are you feeling about being part of the Hong Kong Sixers?
Very excited. Growing up, in back in the time where we were young, we always used to, watch these games on television, and we always wanted to be part of such a tournament where it's entertaining. It is like it's short. The location is awesome. The host of the nation is also like they're very caring, encouraging, and that is what you want as a cricketer.
And how's your Hong Kong experience been so far? Are you enjoying the city?
I am definitely enjoying like never before, and I'm grateful to the God and to the opportunity I have. I think this is a wonderful place where we come, we play a short game which is hour. Just it takes hour to finish one game, and after that we have a day to chill, to go out, and we have many of our colleagues we have played in a few years back, and then now again we are playing together, especially wearing India jersey. That too in Hong Kong, it's a special feeling. It's like it's a dream come true, especially if you are a big fan where you want to get entertained and you want to entertain as well by your cricket.
All right, well, thank you so much for chatting with me. All the best today for facing UAE.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nashi, and thank you to Kedar Jadhav. India will be in action up against UAE at Australia. The second over has gone to plan. That's the third six of the over from Jack Wood.
Jack Wood on fire here. He's absolutely taken care of this over so far. 3 sixes and a 4 to date. He batted so well yesterday, and he's a big, tall lad. Bowls some left arm leggies, Hoggy, but he can hit the ball out of the park.
I was just amazed how well he actually hits the ball. It was dynamite against England yesterday, and he's just showing his true worth right now against Nepal. This is what you need, quality all-rounders in your team in this competition.
Another full toss, and once again dispatched. That has been an excellent over until now for Australia. They've only dealt in 4s and 6s. First one back out of the ground. Second is a boundary, and then 2 towering 6s. Another boundary. A ball remaining. It's been an expensive over from Narayan Joshi. Can he end it strongly? Smashed on the ground. That's another boundary. It's been an expensive over. 30 of it. 40 for 1 at the end of 2.
Right arm over.
$40 for 1. The captain Dan Christian is at strike. He's got Jack Wood for company. Australia managed to knock off 30 runs off that second over. Rashid Khan into the attack. Gentlemen, we've got a game on our hands. Seems like this chase is going to be very adventurous.
Yeah, 100%. It's one of those targets, isn't it? 111. And if you bowl 2 good overs, even 1 good over, you feel like you're in front of the game. But these Australian batters just will be trying to dominate from the outset to really put the pressure back onto Nepal.
We had 1 good over from Pratish, but the next 3 fixtures, India taking on UAE, New Zealand taking on Oman, and then England, possibly one of the teams between India and UAE. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 41 for 1. And India, they're coming off that huge loss against Pakistan. It was pretty one-sided. But these are the pools. India play UAE, and 2 teams will make it to the quarterfinals, and the team that comes in third will go into the Bowl League. That is a huge game. And then, of course, England got their task cut out. Went on to Australia. Got a cracker of a day lined up. That's a good ball. Surprising they didn't go for the double.
Excellent bowling, though. Hit his. I know that Dominic Cork when he was having a look at the pitch, he spoke about how to bowl Yorkers and where he should be bowling Yorkers. And these young lads from Nepal, they need to hit the spot, because they know if they miss by a fraction, Dan Christian's going to be all over them.
Well, this is turning out to be a very good over. 3 singles, but the man, Dan Christian, he had a great knock, a 50 of just 13 deliveries. It's what they need, Hoggy, don't they?
Well, they do. They just don't want to let things meander on and let Joshy control things with this over here. It's just been sensational over from Joshy, but that innings yesterday from Dan Christian was just dominant against the English. All pass of the ground. Short balls, full balls. They had no idea where to bowl to him.
Well, Nepal clearly do, because he's played 4 deliveries. Only got 9 runs on the board. Things are slowing down for Australia, and just when you say that, Jack Wood smashes it into Kaloon.
We didn't have to do anything different, Josh. He just had to look for those Yorkers. He tried the slower ball on that good length. He didn't quite get that good length. It was too full, and that's just easy pickings for the powerful Wood.
Now Rashid, 1-6 in this over of 4 deliveries. He's kept things relatively quiet. At this stage, Nepal were 55 for no loss. And that's another 6. They need some more of these lusty hits. Jack Wood, second 6 of the over. Brand still. Australia need more.
Of course they need more, but if this bloke stays here, he's got 12 up his sleeve. Well, he's only got 6 up his sleeve now before having to retire, but he's the guy that's been able to change the feeling of the innings. Every time he's on strike, you think it's going out of the ground.
Identical scores at this stage for both sides. Australia finished strong. That's the 50 for Jack Wood of 12 deliveries. 3 back-to-back 6s. That has been a phenomenal innings. Australia slow start. 61 for 1. 50 of 12.
पलटन का हर फनवाला अंदाज या यू मुंबा की चतुराई का पैंतरा, महाराष्ट्र डर्बी में कौन पड़ेगा किस पर भारी? Rivalry Week, Puneri Pulton versus U Mumba, 3rd November at 9 p.m.
Line left arm over. Center.
Alex Ross comes in to join Dan Christian. 61 for 1. And Pratish, who started off the Nepal bowling, beg your pardon, comes back for his second over.
Yeah, this is a good move. You've got to try and get the breakthrough here, get Dan Christian and Alex Ross out and really put the pressure back on Australia. Go to your trump card.
And he's on the mark with his very first ball of the second over. Gets Dan Christian. Is bowling straight, and that is a huge blow for the Aussies.
Hoggy just mentioned that they needed to bring their best bowler back and get a wicket, and what a wicket it is. Dan Christian, he batted so well, he's out for 9, and he's on his way, and Australia are 61 for 2.
Three over 61, Australia still need over 50. As Fawad Ahmed comes to the crease.
If I were Ahmed out the bat, into bat, lower order bat, I'd bring one of the deep fielders in and try and keep him off strike, rather than keep him on the boundary.
Just like that, Hoggy. 2 batsmen at the crease. Australia needing a mountain.
Well, that's the wicket there. I'll go the other way, Hoggy. I would say that they should do a Hong Kong, and he should just knock his stumps over and hurry up and try and get Wood back in. Run yourself out, mate.
Pratish. Third delivery. And while that's flying, that'll ease some pressure off Australia. It's been a very good over. Wicket of the first delivery. Now a 6. Alex Ross.
Well, it was a beautiful ball to Dan Christian, where it just seemed in off a good length, but he was looking for the Yorker there to Alex Ross. Didn't quite get it. And got dispatched.
Fourth batter. They hit a 6 today of the very first delivery that they face. It's a good short ball, and that goes to the boundary. Been 4 deliveries, 11 runs.
Yeah, very good on the short ball, Alex Ross, the sweepologist. I wonder if we're going to see some of that come out a little bit later on.
Alex Ross was awarded the Bradman Young Cricketer of the Year award in 2016. It's a full delivery, really good delivery, but a really good shot. Smashes another boundary.
Well, it's a good ball, but sometimes in this tournament, when you've only got 4 fielders, those good balls are going to go for 4. And the bats these days are a little bit heavy down on that toe. And that enabled Alex Ross to be able to get full value for the shot.
Right, final delivery of Pratish's spell. 15 of this over. And a Yorker to finish things off. What a spell from Pratish. 3 wickets for just 24.
That's fantastic bowling. Bit of variety. Going for the Yorker. Again, executing it well. Not giving Ross any room. That's under the nose. That's how you bowl the Yorker. Brilliant bowling by Pratish. Alex Ross out. Australia 76 for 3.
Right, 36 required of 12 deliveries. And, Fawad's at the crease. Pikeri joins him. There's a man sitting in that dugout, itching to get back into the middle.
Yeah, they're going to have some spin here from Nepal. Knock your stumps over, Australia. Bring the retired batter. We saw it yesterday in Hong Kong. The 3 blokes ran themselves out. The Aussies, you just need one. Get your man back.
How good was that ball from Pratish? That is high up in the air. And it's got the distance. That's 6.
Well, I don't think we need wood. There's a bit of forward motion going on here.
A little optimistic. Well, that 6 takes Australia to 83. 29 required from 11. Fasten your seat belts. That hasn't got the distance. All short of that fielder at long off.
The brotherhood, your spin bowling brotherhood, you just want to keep batting. Get out there, Hoggy, and tell him, get off the ground, mate.
Oh, it's been a very good over. Ryan Campbell is absolutely distraught right now what he's watching. Jack Wood still in the dugout. 6s are hard to come by. Even Piketty has got a little smile on his face. Nothing there. That's a boundary. The equation is down to 24 of 8. No long off. And now the fielder goes to long on. Hoggy, what's happening?
This is why the batters used to throw to the fielders. In those tough circumstances when bowlers needed to have the bat in hand. The batters were always helping out the bowlers in Australia, and this is where we're going to see the best of Feketi and Farwood Ahmed with the bat today.
And that was a wide. Oh, that is another great ball. They managed to sneak in a bye there.
Smart by the keeper, not running the batter out.
Someone tell these blokes what's going. Read the script, lads.
Don't think the Nepalese boys want a wicket. They're pretty happy keeping Fawad and Feketi at the crease. Don't want Jack Wood to come and hit those mighty 6s. Well, they do get a wicket. And Lokesh picks up Fawad. And that means Australia are 90 for 4.
8. Australia 90 for 4.
राइवलरी वीक में सबकी सांसें थमेगी जब सबसे बड़े राइवल्स के बीच घमासान टक्कर होगी। Pro Kabaddi League Rivalry Week, 2nd to 7th November on the Star Sports Network and Disney Plus Hotstar.
At the crease, but these are the non-strikers and 22 required of the last over.
If I was Nepal here, I'd be bringing the fielders in, not letting Feketi get off strike. If he gets the 4, that's fine. But if you can get a couple of dots on him and he gets a couple of boundaries, you'll win this game. Bring the field in. Don't let Wood get on strike if you can avoid it.
Ryan Campbell is at the edge of his seat. Here comes the first ball from Bibek.
Well, now your retired batsman finally gets on strike. He's got 5 balls to score 21 runs. What a waste of the last over. These blokes. Ego got in the way. I want to bat. Hoggy, tell them. Get out of there.
You just want bowlers come over, get punished, and not be able to have the excitement of trying to find a boundary themselves.
Exactly.
Selfish mindset from batters. Selfish mindset.
It's a cracker for sure. And that's a dot delivery. Is that out? No, it's not out. 5 of 21 is now 4 of 21 is what Jack Wood needs to get. It was his 13th delivery. So close.
Yeah, The pressure is mounting now. The retired batsman coming back in. He had 5 balls to win the game for Australia, and he's up against it.
The Nepalese crowd, the volume's going up. A huge delivery coming up. That goes to the boundary. 17 of 3. 3 sixes should do the job.
Oh, keep that foot behind the line, young man. Do not bowl a wide or a no ball. 3 sixes needed off the last 3 balls. A script writer couldn't do it even better for you, Hoggy.
Well, we could even have the first draw of the tournament. 2 sixes and a 4.
There's anticipation. And that's another great delivery. Has he won the game for Nepal? Vivek Yadav. No sixes yet. And those expressions, those emotions on the Aussie faces tell you this.
Well, I got to say, Australia's tactics were very puzzling. They had an opportunity to get their retired batter back in with probably an over and a half to go, but instead they wasted some balls, and now they find themselves out of the out of this game.
That's a happy Dominic Cork, and that's another wicket. 1 over from Vivek to close out this match. Jack Wood, the half-centurion, came back, but Vivek on the money.
Wonderful performance from Nepal. Deserved winners of this fixture. Bowled brilliantly, batted brilliantly. But didn't finish that brilliantly.
And what a win for Nepal. They edge out Australia by 11 runs. What a terrific final over from Vivek Yadav. And also a worthy mention to the captain Sandeep Jora, who was sensational with the bat. But in the end, just keeping their nerve in that last over and keeping Jack Wood off strike for as long as they could can.